And we now start with the first part of the session, which is understanding the national and the global policies for the C&D waste. To give the national perspective, I invite Shri Sharandeep Singh ji, Scientist E and Division Head from Central Pollution Control Board. He will share with us the salient features of the C&D Waste Management Rule 2025 and obligations of the stakeholders. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, ma'am. Giving me the platform to speak on the C&D waste management rules. The CPCB is the core agency where we. Yeah, it's fine. I'm audible now. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much, ma'am, for giving me the platform and giving me the opportunity to just speak on behalf of CPCB. As we know that the CPCB is playing a significant role in the new rules, which is being notified by the Ministry of Environment and Forest. Now I can start with because you know that these new rules give us the background for the circular economy. So because it will help us to how to recycle, how to reuse the waste. That is a more important thing. So these two legislative framework, when this rule came up in the month of April 2nd, 2025, and it is going to be implemented in the month of April next year. So it's our very much a big responsibility on our shoulders that all are here to just think that we have only 5 months left with us. And because as mentioned, madam is mentioning that we have very less number of processing facilities, and C&D waste were not earlier in the mind, but now we are thinking in a very positive way. Now another stepping stone for us and the challenge for us to set up the processing facilities on time and the collection points, so that we can process the waste on time, and within the time frame we can fulfill the objective of these rules. So this rule is having two major frameworks. One is the extended producer responsibility framework and the waste utilization framework. This covers the loop of the circular economy, and you are aware about the extended producer responsibility framework with the other waste also. I am not going to give in that perspective, but the objective of these rules, as earlier said, that the circular economy integration, very much structured way, scientific waste management. Earlier the C&D waste management rule 2016 were not clearly able to define, because the recycling was the target in that, but the waste utilization was there. But here in this particular rule we are considering that also, and the compliance will also be looked after in a very deeper way, because the online monitoring portal will help us to monitor this rule a very stringent way, and the resource recovery is the fourth objective. So these are the 4 objectives of this particular rule, and the scope. And now there is a big question from all across the stakeholders. This scope, this particular rule is not being covered by the waste generator lesser than 20,000 waste square meter of area. But yes, I am telling you here that this particular rule is also covered by the waste generator. Those who are having area lesser than 20,000 square meter also be obligated for this. And but they very specifically mentioned in this rule that the area which are not covered is the project under the Atomic Energy Act and the Defense Strategic Nature projects, as well as the waste from the natural disaster or the act of war, and the materials which are already covered in the earlier waste. So these are not going to cover. Now I will, because I already told you the 2 major specs. One is the EPR, second one is the waste utilization. So EPR again divided into major 5 pillars. One is registration of all the entities. Main entities are in this recyclers, major one. Second one is the producer. Third is the collection point, and another one is the integrated waste management storage facilities. And the recyclers and the producers should be very in line with each other, because the producer, those who are having capacity, the area, built up area greater than 20,000 square meter will be the key player here, and the recycler play a significant role. In this case, the recycler are also divided into two parts. One is the producer, those who are recycling itself within the system, and those which are not individually recycling the product. So these two aspects also cover in this. And the waste management plan. Here, the waste management plan also taken into picture that when the waste management plan will be approved by the local authority, it will be give us an idea how we can balance the product, how we can channelize the product, and it will not be get waste anywhere. And we calculate and collect the we can calculate the waste, how much waste is generated, how much waste is being recycled. So waste management plan is also play a significant role, and which is being approved by the local authorities. Now the responsibility will be on the local authority also. The EPR certification is a area which is now a new concept which is already being covered by other waste rules like plastic waste and the tire waste and the e-waste. But now the C&D waste is also being covering this, and this is another challenge for us CPCBs. For us, CPCB is now preparing the online portal for that, and they will monitor this particular waste through this particular online portal. Another one is the verification. So yes, the compliance, whether the compliance is going well or not, it depends upon the verification. So audits and online monitoring play a significant role in this. And in this case, we need a good support from all the stakeholders, those who are sitting here. I request all of you, because the audit and the verifications are play a significant, and your contribution toward that and your will definitely play a significant role to implement a this particular rule on time, as well as with the right way. So the financial provisions, yeah, it's the amount. Maybe we can place our amount for registration, but as we mentioned that it is maybe divide 20% or 80%. It will be decided in the steering committee. But yes, as per the rule, 20 to 80%. Now I'll give you the brief information about the extended producer responsibility targets. The obligations here in this case is only two obligations. One is the producers, which is those who are having 20,000 above built up area. They have the obligated for this, but the main entities which are required to be registered here is a producer, recyclers, collection point, and the intermediate waste storage facilities. Now the collection points are again also linked to the municipal local authorities, and the integrated waste management storage facility, again they are linked to the local authority, and the third one is the processing facility, again linked to the local authority. So now the big task for the local authorities to be look into that, because we have only 5 months left, and as per the information with us, as per the annual report, only less than nearly 10% of the waste generated we have at solid processing facilities as on date. If I am wrong, maybe kindly correct me if something is different figures are there. But as per my information, is only 10% processing facilities there. In the northeast area, there is no any such processing facility or collection points, or not even the integrated waste storage facilities are there. Integrated waste storage facilities are only for those where the processing facilities are not there. So we please kindly understand that this is not a fixed figure, but it will be only for the 180 days. So please note that also. And the targets for the producers are definitely, because they have to achieve the target for recycling in every year. So it's a 25% to the 100%. So within the 4 months we are achieving this target. So it means that we are very much optimistic that within 3 months this particular rule will be 3 to 4 years we can stabilize this rule. So this is now another question will definitely come into our mind, that how the trade and we can trade this particular under the EPR. As you are aware about the plastic waste, the same concept is there, but here in this particular C&D waste management rule, we have two basically categories. One is already mentioned you, that recyclers, those producers, those who are having internal recycling units, and the recycler, those individual recyclers. So, but we have given a weightage to the internal recyclers. So now it will definitely advantage to them, and as well as because the reason, but one question is here, mostly the stakeholders ask that they may lie the waste in the backyard, also they are low-lying area, but yes, it is important that it's recyclers cannot be lied in the low-lying area without the permission of the local authority. Again, the local authority play a significant role here in this area. So the certificate will be for the 3 years. Then transaction framework. In this particular framework, this is now the point is that two major windows are there. One is 30% and the other one is 100. So we have to be decided that 30% should be the lowest one and the 100, so that the market should not be get destabilized, and the recycler will also get a benefit from there, and the producer will not make a fraudulent or mischievous things. So these are the few points here. And liabilities, you know about how we can calculate the liabilities for the waste, current liabilities, present, the last year liabilities, as well as the 5% of the current liabilities. Now, this is about the EPR certification and the regulation, as well as the how it will be transact, and what are the main points which I discussed. Now, another one is the waste utilized. Waste utilized, again, we have two targets. One is for the construction projects, and another one is for the road construction projects. So now the road construction will also play a significant role here, because roads in India's we are looking toward the rural areas also and the urban areas both. So they will also utilize the waste generation from there. So, but the point is that again, the implementations will be by the Central Pollution Control Board on online portal, through online portals, and local authority will look after the projects within their jurisdictions, and state board will Central Pollution Control Board will look after monitor the utilization of waste within the national highways and the roads, national highway roads, and the state board will be look after the roads and the national highway within their jurisdictions. Now the roles and the responsibilities of the key stakeholders, again a question for us. I already included some of them, like local authority. I explained that, but Central Pollution Control Board rules also explained, state board also explained, but the Bureau of Indian Standards, because the quality of the product is also an important factor here to take off of the waste from the recyclers. So this is a big challenge for the recyclers. So Bureau of Indian Standards also considered in this case, and how they will prepare the standard for the reuse waste for the different categories, so that the recycler get the quality products, and they can the producer can reuse it in the project. Another one is producer. Again, the producer he has to follow the standard operating procedure which is being prepared by the CPCB. Now, these are the few stakeholders, but now the ministerial level requirement is also required. The roles are there, like the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs also, because as CPWD schedule of rates are very important to use the process waste. So update that. That is another responsibility of that. And sanitize the local authority, which is we are already doing. This is a one big conclave which is telling us that we are anxious and we are looking toward that. And align the model building bylaws and the integrate the compliance in performance evaluation. So they are already considered that. Now another one is the Ministry of Road Transport. I already told you the road construction project also considered in this for utilizing the waste. So there is a big question, there is big responsibility on them also to utilize the waste in the road projects also by innovations. And then Ministry of Commerce and the Industry, because recyclers face the challenge regarding the waste offtake. So this is another, the government has already been taken up, consider that the process waste articles on the government e-market platforms, they will upload that. This is a responsibility of the Commerce and Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So every ministry also given a responsibility so that we can implement it in a very systematic way. Now, I already told you that the 3 pillar, which is already directly proportional, directly related to the local authorities. So again, I'm not going to brief it out in this particular slide, but yes, it is important that there is no big, as per the data available with the CPCB, we have no collection points, no processing facilities, no even the intermediate storage facilities. So if there is one, if the states are having that one, please let us know to this, let us to the know to the CPCB, even email to me, so that we can jot down the data information. So accordingly, we can prepare a proper guidelines and the SOP. So it will be helpful for all of you as per the guidelines, as per the responsibility of the CPCB. It will be helpful for all of the other stakeholders also, because this is an important factor, because we only can store a waste for maximum 180 days in the intermediate storage facilities. Again, the compensation. So in the earlier waste, compensation was not the part. It again triggering here, when the person could not be take the EPR target fail, if he will able to not achieve the target here, EPR targets, then the compensation will definitely come into picture. Then another one is improper waste disposal. Again, we can consider in that, because earlier we have found that this sort of things were done by some of the producer or waste generators. We considered that one, and the utilization of mandate breaches. So these are the three main area where this particular EC will be definitely come into picture. But it is not that only points. Other points will also be considered on the time of implementation, when we feel that there are some other things will not be doing properly. Then we can do that also. The compliance incentives, again, it's good for the producers that they can, if they cannot achieve the targets, but they can get a refund on the EC, and in reference to the market price of the certificate they purchase or sale, transfer from the recyclers. So this is now the game between the recycler as well as the producers. And producers should also understand that this is their main responsibility, that they can.
It's our privilege that the Honorable Minister of Urban Development, NCT Delhi, Shri Ashish Soodji has joined the breakout session. I request for a huge round of applause for the Minister, sir.
So, based on that, because the compliance incentive structure, we already told you, the producer is not, we have all considered the producers' entry issues also. The 85% of the refund of the compensation will be given to the producer or the generators, those who under the and this purview, they will get the 85% of the refund. So with respect to, but it will be only for the 3 years. That is main important point. So after that, it will not be covered. So it's up to you, and for the recyclers as well as for the producers, how they can handle this. Now the way forwards, again, I am requesting that the strength of the processing plant and the capacity building to train the team, and the innovation in the technologies, so that we can change the weightages for the to calculate the EPRs. So it three major way forward from CPCB, so that we can make it more implementable as well as easily achievable, the targets. Thank you very much.